Apparently, I got my nose done by Michael Jackson's doctor, and you guys ate me up in the comments. I'm still in the early stages of healing. This is not my final form.
And I mean this with all respect, empathy, and love. Blacks, please stop pinching that nose. Damn. God, listen, damn it. Damn.
Oh my God.
So this TikToker by the name of Bliss with Bree did not hold back. She said that Black people should stop getting nose jobs that end up looking botched. According to her, the results often look unnatural and take away from the person's original features.
Stop getting those noses, the ones that go like this and then they go like this.
Oh my God.
Please just stop. It's not, if you have a nose like this that gives you one of these right here, you doing this to it is not going to give the things that you think it's going to give. Please. I keep seeing it on my For You page. It's on my For You page and it's giving self-hate. Just stop. Every time a video starts like this, so here's my nose, you guys. I want to show you guys my nose. And it goes like this and my eyes go like this. It's like, girl, what did you do? You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. Stop hacking at the sides of your nose for the little Turkish specials. Like, what do you...
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
As expected, Black Surgery Talk fired back with their own perspectives.
I've been seeing so much discourse about Black women getting nose jobs, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to be one of the girls who wanted to get one. Just wanted to do like a tip plasty and just make it a little smaller, but not really changing anything. Nothing dramatic though. But then I started to ask myself, like, if I make this change, right, how do I teach a Black child to love their own features if I erased my own? That's ultimately what stopped me. And I'm not here to be anti-surgery. I'm just more about being intentional about getting certain things done. This wouldn't have sat right with me if I did it.
That girl is mad at everybody but her surgeon. I don't understand why you would come to the internet with your nose job, looking how it looks, asking for opinions on how it looks, and get mad when people tell you that it's a bad nose job.
That part.
Dang, y'all, can we let people do what they want to do? If someone wants to go under the table to get a BBL, to get the nose surgery, to get lipo, who cares?
Believe it or not, rhinoplasty is becoming more common among Black folks. In 2020, Black patients made up about 6% of all rhinoplasty procedures compared to 5.7% in 2012. While this might not seem like a big jump, it's part of a growing trend. Cosmetic surgery is slowly losing its stigma in the Black community. More people feel empowered to enhance their features without feeling ashamed. Plus, social media makes it easier to share and normalize individuals' experiences. Rhinoplasty is not cheap. The average cost in the United States is around $7,637, but that is just the surgeon's fee.
I beg your pardon?
With anesthesia, operating room charges, and post-op care, this total can easily reach $12,000 to $18,000. Are people willing to spend that much? For many, it's about feeling an increased sense of confidence in their own skin. Some want to soften or reshape their noses while keeping a look that complements their natural features. The key is finding a skilled, board-certified surgeon who specializes in ethnic rhinoplasty.
What exactly is an ethnic rhinoplasty? This is a procedure that requires an understanding of the anatomy and variations of the patient's nose based on their ethnic background, while taking into account the other facial features and the aesthetic desire of the patient.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nathan from the Nathan Clinic in Miami, Florida. I wanted to talk a little bit about rhinoplasty today. As many of you know, I perform rhinoplasty frequently. I get a range of patients from all over the world. We have patients that are of Caucasian background. We also have patients that are the whole spectrum of people from across the world. And that rhinoplasty falls into a broad category called ethnic rhinoplasty. And that's rhinoplasty that can be in people of Latin origin, of Indian or Arab origin, Asian origin, and also patients of African origin. That requires a different skill set and technique than the traditional rhinoplasty. The skin tends to be thicker on those patients. And so a stiffer cartilage framework needs to be made for the nose oftentimes to achieve the goals of most patients. Knowing what cartilage grafts to use, knowing how to manipulate that thicker skin in ethnic rhinoplasty is really important to getting your desired result.
But with every cosmetic procedure comes risk. For ethnic rhinoplasty, common issues include breathing difficulties, infection, and scarring. The biggest challenge? Finding a surgeon who understands how to preserve ethnic identity while making changes. Not all surgeons have that expertise. And let's not forget that revision surgeries are a real possibility if the outcome doesn't meet expectations. Some people end up spending thousands more to fix issues from their first surgery. At the heart of this debate is the question, should we embrace the face that your mama and daddy gave you? Or is it okay to enhance them if that's what makes you feel better about yourself? Some argue that altering features to fit a certain standard perpetuates harmful beauty ideals.
It's getting crazy. Like, when y'all go into these surgeons, who is the reference photo that you're showing them? Cindy Lou Who? Martha May? Who we are? Like, who are you showing them as the picture of the nose that you want? Because clearly it's giving Dr. Seuss. It's definitely giving Dr. Seuss. You showing us that side profile and your nose is tilting upward? Like, nah. It's a reason why God gave you the nose he did, because it fits your face, right? Now, I'm not completely against y'all getting those jobs, and I don't really see it as being anti-black until y'all take it too far, right? Because other races of women get nose jobs too. They the originators of getting nose jobs, right? They parents be out here giving them nose jobs for their birthdays, graduations. They treat nose jobs like braces. A lot of them be having like a big bump in their nose that they be trying to get removed, or they be having these big long beak noses that look like birds that they be trying to fix. So I get that if you don't like your nose, you can do things to fix it. It's the type of nose y'all are picking that a lot of us are side-eyeing, right? You're going in there and you're trying to get a nose that does not fit black features. Right? A lot of these noses, you're clearly trying to appeal to European standards. These are not noses that you would find on black people.
Others say it's all about personal choice and confidence.
I'm seeing a lot of the discourse right now on my For You page about the girl who got her nose job done. Get the nose job. Yep, because I got my nose done. Let me show you what my nose looked like before. There was never a point where I was like, I hate my nose, but I always wanted my nose done since I was like young. I'm talking about, I used to be 13 years old on blacknosejob.com. Like, I wanted my whole life. But as you can see, natural nose was, OG nose was beautiful.
So we are about a year out from surgery with my beautiful patient, Danny, and you look absolutely stunning. How is everything for the recovery?
Fantastic.
And how's your breathing?
Fantastic.
And the thing I love, you still look like you look gorgeous. Just a more finesse, refined tip that's not drooping and just looks beautiful with those stunning facial features and that jawline that we all love. Gorgeous.
It's really not that bad. It just needs a little shaping. To the salon!
I love
Bliss with Bree may have sparked this conversation, but it's clearly about more than just one comment. It's about how we perceive beauty in our own communities and how we navigate personal choices. You do what you want to do with your money, your body, that's your business. Personally, I wouldn't touch my face unless it's medically necessary. Let me know down in the comment section. Do you think the rise in ethnic rhinoplasty reflects changing beauty standards? Drop your thoughts down in the comment section. Like the video, share, as well as subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, peace, y'all.
Help me understand.
the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me.
This is a story about how I got a botched nose job. And yes, you're looking at it, this guy right here. And this will only make sense when I pull out the before and after pictures. Okay, now here are my befores. I hate looking at these because I loved my nose. I genuinely did. When I went to my doctor, I told him, obviously, like some people say, like, oh, I have a deviated septum. I truly did. And that was really the only reason I was going there. But while I was there, I was like, well, might as well, work out some kinks. Why am I so close? So anyways, I told him a lot of things. I told him I loved my side profile. I did not want, my nostrils to be too, visible when you're looking right at me. I liked, I had a high bridge and it was, really narrow. I loved that. Basically, I loved everything about my nose. I just wanted my nose, but smaller. And that was word for word, verbatim. And I even said, I don't want some, little tiny button nose. I didn't want much of a change. So here's what the rendering that he gave me. Okay, this is the rendering. So I'm not a doctor. I was like, is this, all the stuff I'm telling you, is that what you made up here? And he's like, yeah, for the most part. And when you look at it, it's pretty much the same. Yes, it's a decent amount smaller, but the way you look at the nostrils, the bridge is still there, the profile is still pretty defined. And then this is what he gave me. This is horrifying. Horrifying to look at.
It's an evil world we live in.
Glorilla
just confirmed her nose job. She recently hopped on X to say and did after she had made headlines this morning for fans noticing that her nose looked a little bit more slender and more pointy than it usually does. I made a video earlier claiming that she got a nose job or some type of alterations on her nose, and y'all was dragging me. Tough Bills calling me upset when it's looking like that is what she really did. Like I said in my previous video, I feel like her nose job is good and it's only gonna get better from here. When you get a nose job, I think it takes about a whole year to fully heal. I'm just glad that she's one of those girls who's gonna confess up to the cosmetic augmentations instead of having fans wondering, making all these wild conspiracy videos claiming if she did or if she didn't. I'm glad that she is just owning up to it and she's standing in her truth. As you guys can see, this was Glorilla's first nose, and the one at the top is her new nose. And at the bottom is clearly just more rounded, and the one at the top obviously has more projection.
You know what's scary? Getting your nose done, like going through plastic surgery and getting your nose done, then contouring your nose with makeup, and then using a filter. What Black Mirror episode is this? Like, where does the buck stop when it comes to beauty and perfection? And like, let me know. What's the stand? I have 2 daughters out here, and it's getting scary. It's getting scary.
Genuinely, I have a big nose, right? When I was younger, my nose I felt like take up a lot of my face. And I used to always say, which is crazy to think back now, I used to always say, one thing I'm gonna get when I'm older is a nose job. So now that I'm older, and women still are doing this, it's so crazy to me, because I'm like, you guys, especially as Black women, our noses make our face, and they're so beautiful, and I understand the insecurity. Like, I understand sometimes you have an insecurity, but at some point we're gonna have to love these features. And I feel like I'm starting to notice all these Black people who I didn't even realize, all these people are getting rhinoplasties. Like, I don't even want to start name calling because that's like a little rude, but think of all of your favorite Black actresses, singers, whatever. They have gotten rhinoplasties. I don't know, I think we need to love this a little bit more. When I went to the Dominican Republic, every single time I met someone, they would be like, oh, you're so pretty, but your nose, tu nariz es muy grande. They said that to me the entire trip. I'm talking every time I met somebody. It was man or woman. They just had to comment on how big my nose was. And I felt like that just made me appreciate it even more. Because y'all wish y'all could have these nostrils.
If you want Black women to stop changing their nose and getting nose jobs, then you have to stop participating in the white supremacist system that makes us feel uncomfortable in our own skin. I'm always seeing that, oh, she shouldn't have changed her nose is beautiful. I hate when Black women change their nose after the fact that she's already done it. I don't ever see any of that praise or community before. There's never none of that. All it is...
Don't say anything. But that shit there, no can do that. Alright, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
Here's why I don't ever want nobody to hate their features, especially Black people, right? Because we're usually like stigmatized and like ostracized for ours. The reason that we have specific features are based on the climates and the environment, the climates of the environments in which we come from. So number one, like we have broader noses, wide nostrils because we come from hot, arid places. We were meant to take in a lot of air to be able to cool our bodies down, and a skinny nose just wouldn't do that for us. It wouldn't be efficient, right? Secondly, our hair, I have a cut, but our hair coils and grows towards the sun because it's meant to be protected from the sun, right? The sun will fry your brain as hot as the places that we come from. And the coils in our hair, the way they grow, our naps, are what protected us from, those harmful environments. Secondly, like white people, their noses grow skinnier. And that's because of the cold places that they come from, right? So if they're taking in a lot of air, cold air, right, it's not going to do their body well. So they have skinnier noses to take in the least amount of cold air as possible. Secondly, I believe the nerves that are connected to hypothermia are in the back of our necks, right? So their hair grows down this way and straight and flowy based on that to protect them. Everything about you is based on, the climate that you came up in and how it was meant to protect you. So I know people have different thoughts about certain stuff, but don't ever hate yourself because your body is built to protect you.